Hey guys, Dr. Morse, Injury Experts. So we heard about 2 weeks ago that the Green Bay Packers' Jayden Reed, who pretty much there's their slot-only guy right now because he had not been running with the two wide receiver sets, but he was elite when he was playing, was dealing with a toe injury, and it kept him out of practice for a couple days. Then mid last week, we heard something else was going on with this, and he was a little banged up and not practicing. Then last night we saw this photo. We saw Jayden Reed in a boot on his left lower foot and ankle. Now, one of the intelligent Green Bay Packers reporters said, hey, is this the same toe injury as a couple weeks ago? Is this the foot injury or is this a different issue? And this was the tweet that came up. So that tells me that no, this is not his toe injury. This is not likely a mild turf toe, or moderate for that matter, but it actually is to the foot. Now, if we look at the foot, the most common injury that these guys are going to sustain is what we call a Liz Frank sprain. Now, if you look at the foot and turn it to the side, you'll basically have a bridge. The heel will be bottom of the bridge, the arch will be the middle, the toes will be the other side of the bridge. Now, the arch supports the arch of the foot. The primary stabilizing ligament in that section is called the Liz Frank ligament complex, and it's basically about your big toe, in between your big toe where it starts to kind of go down towards the middle of your foot, above your big toe as it starts to go down to your big toe. Now, the problem with this injury is that when you put your foot down and put weight on it, if the midfoot ligament is not stable, that midfoot is going to want to collapse and it hurts and you can't do anything. To give you an idea, this is what Najee Harris had last year. He had a grade 1 reportedly that ended up requiring a carbon fiber insert for probably about a month to 6 weeks. Now, we see these in grade 2s every once in a while. It's believed that Joe Mixon had one of these years ago back in 2020 that essentially derailed his entire season. Now, grade 3s are not common. That's what Travis Etienne had in his rookie season, but unfortunately required season-ending surgery. Now, if you look at the x-ray here, you will see that there's a space in between the first and second digit at that midfoot complex. The wider that space is, the more concerning it is. So if this is a mild, that space will be normal. If it's a moderate, it will be a little bit of increased space. If it's a grade 3, he will have to have surgery, and that space will be really big because it will be so unstable that he won't be able to do anything. Now, what does this mean? Well, Matthew Golden is the alpha wide receiver 1. He has fantastic hands, and the coach has been singing his praises. We've seen Dubes kind of be a sleeper, but he's been really good. We see Dontavian Wicks is still around, and we also have Tucker Kraft, who could have a fantastic season if they get him more love, despite a very challenging tight end schedule. But Jayden Reed was supposed to be their slot guy. If this is going to take him out of his ability to be explosive, it's not good. You also have to consider that they have another tight end in Musgrave that they really don't use a whole lot, more so at blocking, I believe. And they also have Christian Watson, but he's coming back from his ACL reconstruction. Even though he's ahead of schedule, I probably don't expect him until week 6 to 10. So Reed, this could be a potentially big injury for Reed. We'll obviously see Josh Jacobs get some love, and we'll see some of the other running backs get some love too. But it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. This could bump Matthew Golden, especially if Jayden Reed ends up having to go on PUP list to allow this foot to heal. So we don't have specifics yet, but over the next week or two, we should hear how much of a potential impact this could have on the early part of the season for Jayden Reed. Do not draft him until we know more, because it's very risky here. But I would bump up both Dubes and Matthew Golden. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you for another video. If you're looking for injury help, news, and analysis, check out theinjuryexperts.com. If you pay for an annual subscription all at once, I will send you the rookie draft guide, the full draft guide, and you have full access all year to my daily injury reports. Take care. Happy drafting.